Let me get this in the light, y'all. What the f? 2 weeks. I said I was gonna be back in the last video, right? Wrong. I do whatever I want. But in college, senior year, 6 classes. Let me be. Feel me? We're making the chicken sandwich. Yes, I know I'm late, but this shit's gonna be fire. All right, just look at that shit. Come on, bro. First, what you need to do is hold on. Nigga, did you do those yet? No? First, what you gotta do is wash your hands, you dirty nigga. Make this little paste, right? 2 tablespoons of bread flour, 2 tablespoons of water, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Not in that order. Liquid first, and then the flour. Mix it in the pot on low heat, feel me? This is called a changzong. I don't know if I'm saying it right. This is for our brioche buns. We're making our buns first. After that forms up to the side, we're gonna warm up milk to about 95 degrees now. Throw in about, what was it again? 9 grams of yeast. Feel me? Let that sit for about 8 minutes. Does these sound familiar? I know these sound familiar. Shout out to Joshua. You my man. Pause. In a large bowl, add 2.5 cups of bread flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, pinch of salt. Finally, the yeast mixture that we just did. If you like that, mix it in your hands. Some niggas, let me stop. Some niggas be like,
it gets messy, they don't like it stuck to their hands.
You a little get whatever you got. If you got a KitchenAid, use that, but I'm using it in a bowl so it makes it easier for the people that are broke to have a little visual for me. So mix any of those with your hands till it gets firm. Add your little changzong, which is that little flour shit that we did in the pot. This helps the dough rise better. Form that in the dough, 1 whole egg, 1 egg yolk. Put those in the dough, knead them together. KitchenAid or with your hands, doesn't matter. Just get that in the dough. Lastly, we got butter. 3 tablespoons of salted butter. Hold those in the dough as well. Now, knead the dough for about 5 to 8 minutes until it's so smooth. Grab a new bowl, make sure it's been greased, put it in the bowl. Throw a damn towel over that and let it sit in room temperature. If you want exact measurements, 78 degrees in the room will be perfect for proofing. That's what we're doing right now. Let it sit in our bowl with a wet cover for about an hour or double in size. What you can do with that hour, play 2K, come in, watch TV. After you do your first proofing, we're gonna get on our chicken. My dumbass bought chicken breast instead of chicken thighs. Please get boneless, skinless chicken thighs. This will make your chicken look way better than what it looks from me. So with those chicken breasts that I have, I marinated them in buttermilk. But not only buttermilk, I season them first, so salt, pepper, paprika. This might not be in order, but salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, Cajun mix, and honey. Feel me? The honey mix helps the chicken to be more tender and adds a little sweetness to the chicken itself. So congratulations, you're doing well. After that, add your chipotle sauce. I got this from Chipotle. I stole it. Thank you, Chipotle. Tablespoon for each spice, except this 1 tablespoon for the pepper. You don't want too much pepper for me. Add a little buttermilk until it reaches the top of the chicken or fills the chicken. You don't want too much buttermilk because I feel like when you make too much buttermilk, it blands out everything that you just put in. So just enough to fill up the chicken because we want everything to be soaked together. Once everything is soaked together, let it marinate until the dough is proofed. What you do while you marinated it, the dough's double in size, take it out the bowl, rip it apart. If you want, I didn't even use a gram scale, just try to get even sides and then hit with a little roll. Rip the dough from the big part, fold each ends in the middle, flip, do that little roll to get your nice formed circles. I'm literally using this palm, part of my palm, and my thumb. And I'm rolling it until the creases get nice. Get even size, get circles. I got 6 out of this whole mix. feel me? So once you get your 6, grab a sheet pan that's large enough to fit all of them. Make sure they're spaced out so they're gonna proof again. You don't want them touching when they're proof, or you're gonna have 2 pieces from one bite. You don't want that. Grease parchment paper, put the dough on top, grease the top layer of a sheet pan or whatever you're covering it with. You can do whatever, but just make sure you grease it, feel me? Cover it on top, leave it for another hour. Proofing it again, all right? This makes it nice and soft. So, your dough's proof. It looks like this, doubled in size, right? Your chicken's in the fridge. Now, we're gonna put our oven 375 degrees, right? We're gonna bake these suckers. A little egg wash before we bake them, just to make the tops look brown, you know what I'm saying? Make it look nice, feel me? So put it in the oven for about 10 to 18 minutes. What kind of measuring is that? 10 to 18 minutes, or until your dough is brown. Just check up on them, feel me? The minutes is just a little scenario window, but you yourself want to check on them to make sure them shit is not burned. So, fry your chicken. After I took out the marinade, shook off the axis, put it in the flour, and then you're supposed to fry it, right? Put it back in the marinade, and then toss in the flour again. This gives it extra crispiness. Your oil should have been heating up beforehand. Get canola oil, put it in the pot, leave it on low heat, and let that heat up until 350. Do not put it on high heat, and if it's not on your heat temperature yet, when you put a little chicken in and it starts bubbling, if it doesn't do that yet, be patient. Just have it on low heat, wait it out. You don't want high heat. It might burn your outside, but leave your inside raw. You don't want that. Fry your chicken, both sides. Get that brown is tempered to make sure it's cooked through. Grab your buns out of the pan. Just look at them, beautiful. Look at the squeeze on that. Cut that in half. Oh, I almost forgot our sauce. We gotta make our sauce for the chicken sandwich, feel me? It's gonna be a light sauce. It's not gonna be anything too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting my in there yet. Just throwing a little something out there. So it's literally mayo, mustard, and chipotle. That's it. You could mess with the portions or the amount of each ingredient, because some niggas don't like mustard, some niggas don't like mayo. Feel me? Just mess it around, do it with your like. So once we got our sauce down, toast your buns. Cut it in half, toast the bottom layer, put a nice little tab of your chipotle mayo, add a little sliced pickles. Then your crispy chicken. Just listen to that crispiness. Shit. Lastly, top bun, dollop of the chipotle mayo, and make that shit look sexy. Make that shit look fire. Alright? I know you see that shit. I know you see that shit. You better like the fuck. I didn't even want to end the video because I'm already eating this shit. Almost forgot. Are you serious? Let's try this again. Come on.